Well, hi everybody. I want to talk with you today about how to prepare your hands to do some gardening work because happy hands that feel good before, during, and after gardening is the goal here. So some things that I do to take care of my hands before I get started. First of all, with a brand new fresh manicure, I want to make sure that I protect it. So I actually will scratch my fingernails on a bar of soap to put soap under my fingernails. That's step number one. Then step number two is I use a little bit of extra emollient night cream and I will massage this all over my hands real well. Then before I go outside, I make sure that I have a good pair of garden gloves. I like leather palmed gloves. I also like garden gloves that have long sleeves so I'm protected from my elbows down. And I'll even make sure that I buy like an SPF top that has long sleeves and a higher collar. And yes, I'll even garden with that on when it's super hot outside because I want to protect my skin from too much exposure of UVA and UVB rays, in other words, daytime sunshine that can really age our skin way before our time. So I'm all done with my gardening, and I usually, when I'm all done with my gardening, if my leather's still pretty clean, no problem. If it's a little bit dirty, then I actually use a bar of soap on my gloves and rub my gloves with a bar of soap. But I don't wash it off because the dirt will just fall off. But what I'm really doing is I'm conditioning the leather from the lanolin that's in the soap. Okay, so then I take my gloves off, and then I have a couple different treatments that I do on my hands inside, depending on if I'm stepping into the shower right away or if I'm just washing my hands at the sink. So first I like to use a good hand soap. So Mary Kay's got this Shea hand soap that's got nice conditioners in it. I'll use some of that, put a squirt under my hands, and scrub my hands down with that. But then I also want to do an exfoliation on my hands to get all the crud off my hands, everything that might have slipped into my gloves, because dirt does get into your gloves. And I use a couple of different things depending on what I'm doing. If I'm going to step into the shower, then when I'm in the shower, I'll use a little bit of the Mary Kay shower wash and a little bit of the Shea scrub together on my hands. Rinse that off, and then I'll use a little bit of microdermabrasion on the tops of my hands. I would do the same treatment if I was washing them at the bathroom sink, but instead of the Mary Kay satin body system, I would use the hand sanitizer, the hand shape, the liquid soap that's, and then a little bit of microdermabrasion. Why do I do that? Well, because this is a physical exfoliant on our hands, and I want to do a deeper exfoliation, more so than what comes in the satin hand set. I want something that scrubs my skin down further. And once I'm done with that, and I dry my hands off, and because I want to be working on the spots on my hands, I'll do an application of the Mary Kay Time Wise Tone Correcting Serum. So this would be a treatment that I would put on my hands, and then I'd finish off with a little bit of hand cream. And the goal here not to get your hands wet again, so that might be an evening treatment right before you go to bed. The other treatment that I do to take care of my hands is after I wash them, let's just say I'm getting ready to step into bed, and the last thing I want to do is I want to use a treatment on my hands to help with the aging and the removing of age spots on my hands. I'll use a little bit of the Time Wise Repair Revealing Radiance Facial Peel. Put that on my hands, let it sit on my hands for about 20 minutes, rinse it off, then put on the Tone Correcting Serum and let that absorb in. And I will also put a little bit of extra emollient night cream on my hands. And then my hands, when I wake up in the morning, they'll be super smooth and super soft. On the alternate day, instead of using the Time Wise Revealing Radiance Facial Peel, I use the microdermabrasion with the same step. This would be the steps at night before I go to bed. The hand wash, scrub, microdermabrasion, rinse off. Scrub your hands down with it and rinse off. Then Tone Correcting Serum, allow that to soak in, and finish off with extra emollient night cream. And that way, your hands are getting that ongoing, accelerated skin renewal process because the Time Wise Repair Revealing Radiance Facial Peel accelerates below the skin surface cell renewal, right? And you want your cells renewed, younger cells coming forward faster, makes your hands look younger, and it also helps with age spots disappearing. The Tone Correcting Serum, by wearing this every single day in your hands, is known for taking dark spots off, but it has to be applied every single day. And you want it to be easily absorbed. That's why you either use the Revealing Radiance Facial Peel one day, and then on the alternate day you use the physical exfoliant, the microdermabrasion, on the other day. So that's a simple, easy treatment for your hands to protect them from the garden, and then to help if you're having concerns about age spots, take care of that. That's everything I got for today. Thanks for watching.